Figured, like I said, I work at a college and I do instructional technology and design, and I do a lot of stuff with helping teachers how to teach. And obviously, AI is making a huge impact on that with student use and use for instruction. So I've done a whole bunch of things where I've been testing this Google AI Studio, as I mentioned. And I thought it would be interesting because I've had it watch me do Excel spreadsheets. I've had it watch me building websites, comment on course design, all kinds of things, lesson planning. But can it watch a video stroke and comment on it? So if you were wondering about AI, I figured this would be a great test. Sorry about the camera. My good camera is dead and should be back within a week. This is just a crappy webcam, so it's probably looking like absolute terribleness. So anyway, in Google AI Studio, if you go to the stream real time, what AI does is Gemini will talk with you live in a very conversational way. So for this, you can just talk. You can show Gemini with a phone or a webcam, or we're going to share our screen. So I'm going to click share screen. It's going to ask me to allow. Of course, I've allowed that now. And then I'm going to make sure I am talking live by start recording, and I'm going to talk to Gemini. Hey, Gemini, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How can I help you today?
Hey, you've been helpful with a lot of things. I'm wondering if you can watch a video on my desktop and comment and give me tips for my forehand stroke.
Sure, I can do that. Please share the video with me, and I'll be happy to give you feedback on your forehand stroke.
Okay, here's the video. Please watch.
Okay, I'm watching the video now. I'll let you know when I'm done.
Okay, that's the end of the video. So, can you tell me 3 or 4 different things I can do to improve my forehand stroke?
Yes, I can. Based on the video, here are some things you could focus on. First, try to keep your eye on the ball as you swing. Secondly, be sure to follow through with your swing, ending up with your racket over your opposite shoulder. Thirdly, focus on keeping your wrist firm through the swing. Finally, remember to shift your weight from your back foot to your front foot as you swing. Do any of those make sense to you?
Yeah, those make sense. I've heard a few of those before. Where do you get your information at for those recommendations?
I am trained on a massive amount of text data, which includes information about various sports, including tennis. So my recommendations are based on that knowledge.
So, your first recommendation was trying to keep my eye on the ball. Did I look away or what? What did you notice on that?
Yes, it appeared that you were sometimes looking up or away from the ball just before making contact. This can lead to mishits and a lack of power. Focusing on keeping your eye on the ball throughout the swing will improve your contact and consistency.
Ah, gotcha. So one of the things that gets mentioned often is my hip rotation. Did I do pretty good on that? I didn't see that as a recommendation to work on.
You're right, your hip rotation was decent. It wasn't a major issue that I felt needed addressing, which is why I didn't include it as a recommendation. However, you could still refine it slightly for added power.
So if you had to say there's one thing that would be the best to improve my stroke, what would it be?
If I had to choose just one, I'd say focusing on keeping your eye on the ball throughout the swing. This will lead to more solid contact and consistency, which are key for a successful forehand.
So one of the things that people also mention is getting forehand lag. And I think I get down in the slot and have some lag. What do you think about that?
Yes, I did notice that you have some lag in your forehand swing, which is good. It shows you are using your body to generate power. However, it's also important to control that lag, to not over-rotate and lose control of the racket.
Oh, speaking of using your body, how well did I use the kinetic chain? Did I push up from the ground, or is that something I should worry about?
You had some good use of your kinetic chain, but there is room for improvement. You could focus on pushing more off the ground with your legs and transferring that power through your core and into your arm. This will add power and stability to your stroke.
Well, one of the things I noticed is I felt like I didn't really have a good wide stance. What do you think about that? Did I do okay?
Your stance was okay, but yes, widening your stance can improve your balance and stability, which in turn can allow you to generate more power. It would be beneficial for you to work on that.
And then what about how high my take back is? Is that important or am I okay?
Your takeback was generally okay, but keeping it consistent can improve your timing. Try to avoid taking the racket back too high or too low.
All right. Hey, thanks. I appreciate your comments.
You're welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
Hey, there's a Tennis Talk forum. Have you ever looked at that, or is that worth even listening to any of the recommendations from?
I have access to a lot of information about tennis, but I don't have personal opinions or preferences on where you should get your advice. Tennis forums can be helpful, but it's best to take any advice with caution, since not all advice on those forums is from tennis professionals.
Ooh. So there you go. AI can help. Thank you very much, Gemini. This was just a demonstration I wanted to show some people.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure assisting you. Feel free to reach out if you have any other questions or need further assistance.